Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorial of C programming. And in last lecture we saw two-dimensional array. Okay, it is one of the part of multi-dimensional array, and in that video I told you that we are going to focus on two-dimensional array only. So from this video we are going to start with the programming related to two-dimensional array. Basically the best application of two-dimensional array is matrix in maths. Okay, basically how we represent a matrix in maths. See, let us specify few more values. Okay, now in matrix also your information is represented in row and column wise, whereas in two-dimensional array also we represent our information in row and column wise. That's why we are going to solve the examples or programs related to the matrix. So our first program is transpose of matrix. Okay, so what is a transpose of matrix? Let us consider one example. Basically your row size and column size should be same whenever you are writing the program for transpose of matrix. So what will I do? I'll just add few more elements here. Say 1, 9, 8. So this is my matrix of order 3 by 3. Okay, this is my original matrix. Now what is the transpose of matrix? Your row element becomes column element and column elements become row element. Okay, I hope you understand this. 1, 9, 8. Look at here. These are your row element, right? And these row elements appeared in one column, whereas in second row also this is your row element, now it is your column element, and the same thing for last row and last column. So basically we need two-dimensional array, one to hold the input array and second to collect the transpose of a matrix, and this T array or T matrix will going to be our output matrix. Now what is the logic behind this? So if you observe here, let me put a index value 0, 1, 2. This is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So let us take any random element, say 9. Okay, where this element is located? In second row and first column. Okay, in second row and first column. So here I'll say m of 2, 1. And in this T array, where it is located? It is located in first row and second column. It is located in first row and second column. So basically in transpose what happened? Your row index and column index get interchanged. Look at here. What is your row index? In transpose it becomes column index, and what is your column index? It becomes row index. Okay, so the same logic we are going to use it here. So as I told you, we need how many two-dimensional array? We need two-dimensional array. So let us declare it. Void main. Okay, int, consider it of type integer. My input array is going to be m. Let us declare it of size 3 by 3, means 3 rows 3 columns. Similarly my transpose array will be t. It is also of size same. Okay, now to operate this array or to represent the indices of both the arrays, I need variable I and j. Okay, if we need any variable, we'll declare it later. Now what is the first step? First of all, you have to take an input for m array. Okay, how will you input it? You have to use nested for loop, because you are going to scan the values row wise, means 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, then 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, Okay, I already explained this part in the introductory lecture of multidimensional array. So if you are not aware of that part, please watch that video to understand the basics of two-dimensional array. So for I equal to 0, how many rows I have? I have 3 rows. So our outer loop will represent what? Rows, whereas inner loop will represent column. So here also we have same number of column, that is 3. Now let me display one message to the user. Say enter element, and then after we will scan the value of our M array. So my array is of type integer, that's why %d. What is my array name? Array name is M. So here I have to specify the 2 index value. Remember this thing. So whatever value you will scan or whatever value you will input, it will goes at I, j position depending on the value of I and j. Now what I can do, again I have to write one more loop that will transfer the value of M of ij element to T of ji position. Okay, I hope you understand it. So again I have to use one more loop, and to print this T array, again I have to use nested for loop. Okay, so what trick we can use here? While inputting the value of M, array, what will I do? At the same time, I'll transfer it to T of ji location. Okay, which value we inputted? We inputted M of ij location value. Okay, and what we are doing here? We are transferring the value at M of ij position to T of ji position. Okay, now the next step is what? To print the array. Again you have to use a for loop, and this time you will print T array. So what will I do? I'll just put a comment here, and while execution we will see how to print the array. Print T array, which is nothing but your transpose of matrix. Now let us dry run this part. So as you can see here, the value of I is 0, which is less than 3, so condition satisfies, so it will come inside. Value of j is also 0. Okay, here also condition satisfied. Now what you will do, you will input a value for mij. Now what will I do? I'll drop this part also. Okay, you will input a value for 0th location for M. Say you entered 2. Okay, so the same value get put on this T array but at ji position. So both the values are what? 0, 0. So it goes in here. Now next time your j increment first, because we know that in nested loop what happened? Inner loop complete first. Okay, so the value of j get incremented by 1. Okay, again if you are not familiar with nested loop, I already uploaded the program of that, so please watch that video first. Now here the value of I remains 0. Now whatever value you will input, it will goes at 0, 1 position, means at 0th row and first column. Now assume that you entered the value 0. Now here what we are doing? We are transferring this value at ji position. So what is the value of j? It is 1 and 0. ji 1, 0 means first row and 0th column, which is this. So 4 value goes here. Okay, next time again j get incremented by 1, which is 2, and I remains 0. 2 is still less than 3, so it will enter in the loop. Now whatever value you will scan, it goes at 0, 2 position, that is 0th row and second column. Say you entered 9. Now here you are transferring the same value to 0th position, that means at second row and 0th column. So it goes here. Now next time when value of j will be 3, 3 is not less than 3, it evaluates to false. So it will come out of the loop and I still remain to execute. So I value get incremented by 1. J again start from the beginning, so j value become 0. Now whatever value you will enter, it goes at first 1 0 position, means in first row and 0th column. Say you entered 8 and you are transferring that value at ji position, means 0 1. 0 1 means this, the same value will appear here, and so on. In this way you can check how your value get put in what order. But just remember this thing, that first index, whether it is represented by I or J, first index always represent row, whereas second index, okay, this one, the second index represent what? Column index. It can be represented by any variable. Now let us write this program in code block. So look at the program here. I declare the required array and as well as the required variable. Then using nested for loop, I inputted the value for M array, and at the same time I transferred it into transpose array. That is this statement. Okay. Just I interchange the row index and column index. Now here I printed the input matrix also as well as the transpose of matrix. Okay. So here the M array get printed, and while printing the transpose of matrix, then also remember this thing, you will print it row wise. You will print this T array row wise. If you print it column wise, then again result going to be same. Okay, so don't get confused that here in this statement what we specified, T of ji is equal to M of ij. So it do not means that you will print T of ji first. Basically how we want to print, let me show you. So we want to print in this order only, means first 2, then 8, then whatever the value will be there in row wise only. Okay, so we will print in that order only. So do not get confused. As you can see here, for printing the value of T and M array, I reuse the variable I and j because these are just index variables. You can use it with any array. It do not mean that if I am using with M array, then I cannot use it with T array. Basically it represents the indices only, that is row index and column index. So let us execute it, and while printing I did one more thing. I just specify it in 3D, means 3 spaces my output get printed as well as it will be right aligned. And after completing inner for loop, I just specified printf new line. Okay, so the elements of the next row get printed on the new line. So let us execute it so you will get an idea of it. So let us specify the element. Now I have to specify 9 elements. So I am just specifying it in order. Look at here. So how we entered the element 1 2 3. Okay, while storing, what we are doing, we are storing the element in row wise. So the row wise element gets stored, and transpose of matrix is what? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So your row value becomes column value. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Now to understand it in better way, my suggestion is to practice the pattern program that we already cover, because there we use nested loop. Okay, and that tricks will be helpful to solve the 2-dimensional array program. Basically again we are going to focus on the matrices and maths only, because these are the only application of 2-dimensional array. So if you have any doubt or any questions, you can definitely write it into the comment box. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and please share it with your friends. Thank you.